Welcome to Prague, a city visited by millions of tourists. And mass tourism brings side effects with it that some people may not realize at first thought. One of them is that many people want to have the same exact picture as other tourists. For example, in Pisa, everybody wants to hold the Leaning Tower, and there's other popular spots like that. We have one in Prague as well. The building behind me is called the Dancing House, and many tourists want to have the same exact picture, which is they want to kick the building. Ow, to bolí.
Can I kick it? Can I kick it?
Yes, we can.
Can I kick it?
Yes, we can.
Well, I'm gone.
So many tourists, when they come to Prague, they want to have the same exact picture of kicking the dancing building. Also, guides tell them and buses bring them to this location for this view and for this picture. Well, if a couple people do it, that's fine. But if hundreds and eventually thousands of people get this same picture, it causes some trouble to the surrounding area, to the surrounding park. And eventually it turned from a nice, grassy, greeny park to this. Well, but then this happened. In the spring of 2020, nobody could travel. Tourists were locked down in their countries and they couldn't visit Prague or anywhere else. And that was a pity, but I saw that with my friends as an opportunity. And I thought of this park and this square, and I thought, well, now there's no tourists. We can fix the park. We can make it green again. So I called a couple of my friends and I said, look, I need this equipment. Can we rent it? Can we get it? We got a plow machine, so we plowed the entire square. We bought a lot of grass seeds. You need a lot of grass seeds to seed this entire square. Then we had real struggle getting water. Eventually we got water. We got water! And we watered this entire place. It needs a lot of water for the grass to grow. And a couple months later, it turned from this to this. So, I guess this is the honest grass now? And yes, I'm sure you will say, but hey Yannick, tourists are slowly coming back. Yes, partially they are, and the grass is definitely nowhere near perfect, but we are happy with it. And you may be wondering, hey, is it legal to just plant and seed grass somewhere in the historical part of the city in Prague? I don't know. Some questions I simply don't ask. Nothing would be done if you'd be asking these silly questions. Who cares? It's green, it was gray. Green's better than gray, in my opinion. If you're interested even more in the story, some of the spots are very good. They're dense, there's no holes, but then there are parts where I was really tired because the soil was solid as a rock, and the thing that we used kept breaking all the time. So it was just like for a full entire day. It was so funny. But being here, I think the next step should be to fix the fountain. That being said, if you guys want to support us on our crazy journey in Prague, you can do that on Patreon. Because grass seed was expensive, fixing this will be even more expensive. Well, we got the first brick. Since tourism is slowly coming back to Prague, you can already see these places where grass is missing again. It's like almost a heat map because this is where the photographer stands. That's where the kicking person is standing. And look, honestly, I do not have money, and I think that would be way too crazy to build like a little path here to the statue so tourists could walk on it. I think the city should think about things like these. And I think it's much better to have a nice green park than just gray, like gray. It was horrible. So what do you think? What's better, this or this? You can vote. That's it from Prague, from the honest guides, Honza and Yannick. Thank you so much for watching. If you subscribe, we'll be more than happy. You can also hit the little bell button, which will tell you when we publish a new episode, which will happen next Sunday. And there's many more episodes we do if you become a Patreon. Thank you so much. Czech word at the end is a song. Travička zelená, to je moje potěšení. Travička zelená, to je moje peřina. The green grass is my joy, the green grass is my blanket.